Hi there everybody, Ollie here, aka Secret Nimbus here, another episode of Magic Duels. So today, not today, but for this next one, we're going to dive right in to the Kaladesh story mode. So let's dive right into the first one. This is probably going to be over the next we're going to do two videos on this. So among the luminaries of the fair is Sahili Rai, one of Kaladesh's brightest inventors. She proudly displays her craft before an adoring crowd in a quick smithing match, a duel in which two inventors build and battle with their creations. Okay, so we're going up against an elvish life crafter as Sahili. So what do we got here then? Bonded Construct, Foundry of the Consoles, Reclusive Artificer and Welding Sparks. Yep, I'm quite happy with this opening hand, so drop the Highland Lake if the game will let me. Play a Bonding Construct next turn. Then probably just drop a Chief of the Foundry. Okay, let's start playing a white-green artifact deck, would be my assumption. Ooh, I'm going to go for a second Highland Lake here, just because obviously we're only going to be playing out a 1-mana creature this turn anyway. Works out pretty well. What does the Welding Sparks do again? Deals X damage to target creature where X is 3 plus the number of artifacts you control. So at the moment we are dealing 4 damage with the Welding Sparks. Anything from our opponent? So he's dropped a Kujar Seed Sculptor. So we'll come down as a 2/3 because he gets to put a +1/+1 counter on itself. Okay, so we'll drop the mountain here. We will be playing out the Whirler Rogue next turn, I think. So still can't swing with the 3/2, so he's going to skip attack because it can't attack alone. So we'll be able to attack next turn. We've got the Reclusive Artificer to come, which is going to be better once we've got the Whirler Rogue Thopters down. What do we got here then? The Glint Sleeve Artisan, so he's a Dwarf Artificer. Just a 2/2 with Fabricate, so he's going to drop the servo down. More Highland Lakes, wow. So I think we're just going to drop the Whirler Rogue here. Do I allow the Chief of the Foundry to go through here? It's tempting, really tempting. I can tap. No, I think I'll leave it. I think I'll just swing with maybe the Thopters next turn because we can drop the Reclusive Artificer and then swing with that. So we could destroy the Seed Sculptor and then swing with quite a bit of stuff. So he's dropped a Visionary Augmenter, so it's going to come down as a 4/3, or can also generate 2 servos. Gone for the servos instead. Okay, interesting. So we can just swing, you know, in the air quite nicely. So do I drop the Reclusive Artificer? Or do I just keep swinging with the Thopters for now? I might save that in case we need it and probably maybe just play out the Artificer's Epiphany and maybe just swing with our 2 Thopters here. You know, swing for 4 damage in the air. Guaranteed damage. We also have the Welding Sparks if we need to destroy anything big. Is currently dealing 7 damage. So yeah, I'm just going to do the Artificer's Epiphany, draw 2 cards and see what we get for next turn. So he's done nothing there. And he's dropped a High Spire Artisan, so it is a reach creature, so we probably want to destroy you with the Reclusive Artificer. So he's gone for a 0/3, so actually it's not too bad. We probably wanted to kill it, maybe. So what do we draw? Ooh, a Reckless Fireweaver. Whenever an artifact enters the battlefield under your control, deals 1 damage to each opponent. And we've also managed to find ourselves a Bombat Bazaar Barge. Enters the battlefield, draw a card. You can also crew it as well. Got a second barge. So what do we want to do here? Do we go for our... Can we actually crew this? We need crew 3, so we could crew it with the Bonded Construct, for example. Which is pretty cool. We also potentially want to destroy you with the Reclusive Artificer, just because it means that our Thopters can keep swinging through unabated. There we go, so we can push through another 4 damage here. I'm not going to swing with the 2/3. I'm going to save it as blockers. We're just going to keep swinging with the Thopters for now. Because he's dead in 4 turns anyway, so it's pretty nice. It's quite a nice deck. It's actually kind of like showing off like a deck that you could actually play with yourself. This is this is completely viable. From what I've seen so far, this is a really viable deck for multiplayer as well. When Guardian Automaton dies, you gain 3 life. Okay, that's not the kind of card that we want to destroy then, potentially. Got another vehicle, so we've got the Demolition Stomper. So that one we could potentially kill, but he would gain 3 life. I'm going to go for the Reckless Fireweaver this turn. I don't even know why I'm playing it now, but hey-ho. So again, we're just going to swing for 4, take him down to 8. There we go, marvellous. See what he does now. We're in a really good situation here. He's got a lot of creatures, but I'm trying to think if there's anything which could. He does have we did see those creatures which could potentially screw us over by pumping up all of these. I think we should be okay. So he's going to swing with these ones. What do we do here then? Block you. Block you. Not block you. See what he does here, because if he's got some ability to pump up his creatures, which he does not, take the 3 damage. We've got plenty of life, so I'm not really too worried there. He's got another Giant Sleeve Artisan, so he gets to he's going to put a servo in play. Do we Welding Sparks anything? No, I don't think we do. Okay, we do have a Sky Skiff, but I'm probably going to go for the Bombat Bazaar Barge here. Will allow us to draw a card. Also push through 1 damage to our opponent's face. Got another Welding Sparks. Let's just swing for 4 though, taking down to 3. I mean, I could have actually... I just realised I could have pushed through lethal there. I could have given one of my other creatures, such as my Artificer, unblock... Nope, I couldn't have quite done that. Oh no, yeah, could have actually done it with the Bonding Construct. No, I couldn't have done. I'm trying to... Oh no, I could have tapped down the Bombat Bazaar. Yeah, I had lethal there and I just missed it. Whoops-a-daisy. See what he does now. So he's done nothing. I don't think he can win from this situation. So... Watch this. So he's going to drop you in the Sky Skiff. Push through 2 damage from the 2 Artificers. Is that right? No, Fireweavers, sorry. And then we just need to swing with these 2. So even if you can kill one of these, we should be completely fine. There we go. So we beat the Elvish Lifecrafter. Very nice indeed. Nice one, Sahili. Good deck. Rather enjoyed it. Okay, so the fair attracts a huge audience, but Liliana catches sight of a cloaked figure skulking through the grounds. Immediately recognising him, Liliana is sure he's connected to the threat Dovin Barnes spoke of. She quickly alerts Chandra and returns to secure backup. Chandra initiates pursuit. Did I miss some story somewhere? Just have a quick look around here. So, oh, here we go. So the Planeswalker Dovin Barn alerts the Gatewatch to a growing threat on Kaladesh. Chandra Nalar's home plane. The event is fair. A vibrant exhibition of ingenuity and wondrous devices is at risk. Join Chandra and Liliana to discover who's behind the sinister machinations. Okay, so I did miss that. That does explain who Dovin Barn is. So, what we got next then? So, blasting through some of the city's defences, Chandra confronts her quarry. Liliana was correct about his identity. It is Tezzeret, the notorious metal mage and planeswalker. But Chandra is surprised to be confronted by Dovin Barn and his massive constructs. Here on Kaladesh, Tezzeret is honoured and protected guest of the ruling consulate. So, okay, so it looks like we've been stopped by Dovin Barn for taking on this particular nasty planeswalker. So what have we got here then? Ether Torch Renegade, Malfist Doorbuster. So this is one that's obviously not in the set that we can use. Enter the battlefield, you gain 2 energy. Do we want to keep this hand? Oh, we got Fire Impulse, it's not too bad. Probably want to get the Ether Torch Renegade down on turn 3. Deals 1 damage to target creature. Yeah, so we can tap it down and deal energy. Tap it down and deal damage to target creature, sorry. What does this one do? You may pay 1 energy if you do. Target creature can't block this turn. That's pretty cool with the Doorbuster. So nothing from our opponent there. I'm just going to get my bearings here. I'm just like, what do I do? So we do have the Ruinous Gremlin. So it's going to drop you. You can use him to destroy target artifact. which is pretty cool. So if we're playing a lot of artifacty based decks against these opponents, so we are Chandra back on our home plane of Kaladesh, where she was. I think she ran away from when she ignited her spark. She left because fire or like pyromancers are particularly frowned on Kaladesh, from what I remember. Servo Expedition. So what does that one do? So let's read. So create 2 1/1 colourless servo artifact creature tokens. So he gets the double servos. Do we kill one of them? Nah, I don't think we do. There's not really much point if we don't need to. Okay, we do have ourselves another Ether Torch Renegade, so we can use these to actually ping off these servos, which is kind of nice. So we do get the energy. So here we see. So we've now got the energy. So this is our energy reserve, as you can see. So we've got 4 counters on it right now. Nice visualization of it. We'll skip attack. We'll save you in case we need to destroy a big artifact, creature, something like that. So we've got here then Glint Sleeve Artisan, so he's either going to be able to get the pump up, or he is... Nope, he's going to go for the servo. So that means we can kill it with the Fiery Impulse, which is quite nice. I might go for the Thriving Grubs here, just because it could be quite a nice aggressive creature. Plus we can then also kill the Glint Sleeve Artisan if we want to. So we will gain some energy from this, so go up to 6 energy. So I'm going to Fire Impulse down you. What I can do here is if he does swing, I can block with you, then tap, and also destroy another one of his creatures. Don't really want to attack this turn. So we're looking for a 4th mana to get our Doorbuster down. What have we got here then? Eager Construct. Enters battlefield, each player may scry 1. I will take that opportunity to scry, I think. So would you like to put this card, so it is a 3/3 with haste. I am going to top that, I think. So what's he going to do? He's going to play out a 9th Bridge Patrol. Whenever another creature you control leaves the battlefield, play +1/+1 counter on 9th Bridge Patrol. So that's the kind of card we want to just, ping immediately with our Ether Torch Renegade. So we do lose 2 energy from that. Pretty cool indeed. So do we play out the second Ether Torch Renegade, or do we go for the Brazen Scourge here? I think I'm going to go for the Ether Torch Renegade here. Gets us another 4 energy, which is pretty cool. Now what do we want to do here? Whenever Thriving Grubs attacks, you may pay 2 energy to put a +1/+1 counter on it. I can destroy target artifact with 3 mana, so I could potentially get rid of the Eager Construct if I need to. I'm in no hurry though. Do I attack with you? I might block it and then see what he blocks with, maybe? Yeah, I'll pay the 2 energy, make it a 3/2. See if he blocks with that one. He's going to block with that one. Okay, that works for me. Here's my turn, so we'll save the... Well, we can ping off another one of these servos if we need to. Do quite like the artwork on them. So he has played down the Propeller Pioneer, so is he going to go for the servo or the pump up? I assumed he would go for the pump up there. Is that an artifact? No, it's just an artificer, so no point dealing 1 damage to it this turn. Ooh, we do have the Fiery Impulse though, which is kind of nice. So yeah, let's just Fiery Impulse you down. We need more mana, really. We need a 4th mana, ideally, to get our Doorbusters down would be quite nice. Gets us just the additional energy and gets us 4/2 creatures, so... yeah, I need that 4th mana, really, to get these guys down. So I could ping 2 of these. What's he played? He's played the Cloud Blazer. Enters battlefield, gain 2 life and draw 2 cards. Okay. So I might ping you down with 2 of my Ether Torch Renegades. So let's deal with you. Marvellous. Hey, finally, we got there. So let's go for the Doorbuster. So that will get us more energy. Very nice indeed. I might swing with these, just because I need to start being a little bit more proactive maybe getting rid of some of these tokens. He can double block one of them potentially, which he's going to do. I'll accept that. I get to kill one of these at least. You know, we're getting low on energy, and I wasn't really going to be using them for much else anyway, so I'd rather just use it to ping at least one of them. So he's doing nothing at the moment, but he has played out the Cloud Blazer again. So he just gained another 2 life, which is deeply frustrating. We do have another Fiery Impulse though, so goodbye. Goodbye. And we can actually play out our Brazen Scourge finally. And actually swing with it this turn and make use of it. I will swing with... let's tap you down, destroy you. Take 2 energy. Which means I can now swing with both of these with impunity. Marvellous. So obviously you want to choose you. And I'm assuming it will give us a choice to pay, don't pay, because we don't really want it to block. We want it to be destroyed by one of these 2. So he decided not to block. Good for us. Okay, so we're finally getting somewhere. We do have another Morphist Doorbust to come down to give us a bit more energy. What's the ultimate on this one? Pay 2, 4, 6, 8 energy, and you can then deal, what is it, 6 damage to target player. So just going to swing for 1 here. We'll skip blocking. We've got another Giant Sleeve Artisan. Get more of these little servos down. Ruining our fun. Another one. Okay. Lots of servos coming down. What have we got here then? Flames of the Firebrand. Deals 3 damage divided among you. Choose among 1, 2 or 3 target creatures and or players. Ooh. So I could do 1, 2, 3 maybe? What's the best way to do this? I could also ping all 3 of his servos, I suppose, which is also another good shout. So 1, 2 and 3. And then just swing with our 4-2 and our 3-3. So we can only kill one of these. I don't really want to pay. I'd rather him just block one or both of these. So he's going to block the 4-2. That's fine. We do have a second one to come down. So it's been tricky just dealing with all the little servos that he's playing out, really. So I got really bad, I'm really bit phlegmy at the back of my throat. It's really bugging me, especially when I'm recording as well. What have we got here then? Revoke privileges. Enchanted creature can't attack or block or crew vehicles. Ah, that's a shame. That's a big old shame, isn't it? Oh, we could actually... no, that's destroy target artifact, unfortunately. So we're just going to play out our... what's it called again? Morphist Doorbuster, that's what I'm looking for. Goes up to... go back up to 4 energy. We'll skip attack here because it's pretty unfavourable right now. So unless we can get rid of this artifact, this creature is now useless. Can almost do with a vehicle. I don't know if Chandra's going to have any in this deck. It does seem quite energy focused, this deck. Whew, I'm just getting comfortable. Quite warm. Been recording for like an hour and a half now, having done that entire pack opening. Bastion Mastodon. Oh, he's managed to get that down. So what have we got then? We can destroy it actually, so we can actually just outright go bye-bye. Yeah, we'll also play out the Thriving Grubs. There we go, we get 2 more energy. Very nice. We're going to swing with the you. Make you so that you can't block, I think would be a good use of the energy here. Oh, it's only 1 energy to make it not block. Ah, that's pretty cool. I thought it was 2 for some reason, similar to the 2 mana ability on that one. Awesome. Maybe I should have been using that a bit more liberally then. I completely missed the fact there was only 1 mana to prevent a creature from blocking. So he's going to swing for 2. We're just going to skip blocking there. We'll take the 2 damage. We don't need to worry about that. And we've got a Sky Skiff, so he's got his first vehicle down. Okay, so I think we can probably swing here with these two creatures. We obviously don't want to pay the mana cost here. We probably do want to pay it, sorry, the energy cost even, sorry. We do want to pay it on that to make it a 3-2 though. I mean, we will do 7 damage. Very nice. Got him down to 2 health here, so either need some direct damage or just to push through these two creatures next turn. So he's just going to swing. Interesting. We'll take 2 damage again. Okay, looks like we've got lethal. What we got here then? Furious Reprisal deals 2 damage to each of its 2 target creatures and or players. Okay, so there we go. Wow, awesome. Nice finisher there. Guaranteed the win. I'll take that. Beat Dovin Bane. Let us have the nasty Planeswalker, please. Okay, what do we got here then? Dovin reveals that the dangerous threat to he and the Constellate forces have been pursuing is the leader of the renegades who dissent with the Constellate's stifling rule. Their leader is Pia Nalar, Chandra's long-lost mother. So, hang on, let me reread this. So, Dovin reveals that the dangerous threat that he and the Constellate forces have been pursuing is the leader of the renegades who dissent with the Constellate's stifling rule. Yeah, okay, I get that. For some reason, I just completely misread that. Their leader is Pia Nalar, Chandra's long-lost mother. Surrounded by Constellate guards, Pia is placed under arrest and dragged away while Chandra looks on in helpless shock. Okay, so who have we got next then? So, determined to free her mother, Chandra and Nissa infiltrate a hidden prison where they believe Pia is being held. They enter the compound only to discover they've walked right into a trap. Leading the waiting Consulate forces is no other than Captain Baral, the same man who hunted and killed Chandra's father. Oh right, her father's actually dead, I didn't realise that. I've forgotten that they actually killed him, but at least we get to get some revenge on Captain Baral though. Haha! So we got here then, Sage of Shila's Claim. When Sage of Shila's Claim enters the battlefield, you gain 3 energy. Yeah, it's not bad opening hand. We've got the all the mana that we need, so that's good. This is another like just an energy generator without actually using it up themselves, so it's good for the Ether Torch Renegade, stuff like that. We'll just play out the Timber Gorge for now. Okay, so when Servant of the Conduit enters the battlefield, you gain 2 energy, pay 1 energy, add 1. Okay, so this is a pretty good card for. Unfortunately, it's not in the set. This one is in the set, but it is a in the deck box, so it's why we wouldn't have seen it when opening up packs. Chandra and Nissa is who we're playing, and we've also got. He's a pretty evil-looking chap there, with his glowing blue eyes. So I think we're just going to drop the Sage of Shila's Claim, get the energy. So we've got one of the Appetite for the Unnaturals, so we can destroy target artifact or enchantment. And we also get a bit of life out of it as well, very nice. Probably going to drop the Ether Torch Renegade next turn. Okay, so we've got the Eager Construct, so we're going to be able to scry 1 here, see what we get. If it's a land, I may bottom it. Yep, don't really need that right now. We've got more than enough mana. Cool, what do we get? We got Architect of the Untamed. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 1 energy. Cool, so that'll gain us an energy next turn, which is kind of nice. I think we'll probably just go for the Renegade here, and then swing with the Sage. Yeah, so there's the new card. That might have actually been 3 mana. So there was one new card which gains you +4/+4 and trample. I think that might actually be one more. If it is 2 mana, it's basically Titanic Growth, but better, as it gives you the trample as well. But if it's 3 mana, that would explain the additional mana cost there. So he's going to swing for 2. We're going to let that go through. And we could destroy it with the Appetite for the Unnatural, gains us 2 life back. I'd rather save that for a big artifact creature potentially, such as the Dakara Peafowl. Could be a little bit more tricky to deal with. So I'm going to drop our. So what we got here, Voltaic Brawler. You get 2 energy. Whenever it attacks, you may pay 1 energy. If you do, it gains +1/+1 against trample until end of turn. That's going to be useful in a minute. But first of all, I'm going to go for the Architect of the Untamed. And then also ramp up and get the additional energy. We can also use this to deal 6 damage to target player. So we do have enough energy now to utilise that. Let's skip attack. No point in swinging at the moment. Just going to die. to the 2-4. We would have traded quite nicely with the 2-2, but we would just die to the 2-4. What's the ultimate? What's the kind of the create a 6/6 colourless beast artifact creature token? That could be pretty useful. We could spend all our energy just to do that. And what we got here then? Deadlock Trap enters the battlefield. When it enters the battlefield, you gain 2 energy. Pay 1 mana, tap target creature or planeswalker. Its activated abilities can't be activated this turn. Okay, interesting. It's obviously for... I'm guessing this is where the story's going, because he's obviously got Chandra and Nissa in that Deadlock Trap. Okay, cool. So let's get an additional energy here. I'm thinking maybe just appetiting for the unnaturaling that. And then maybe swinging with one of these and then using the Titanic Growth on it. I'm just going to swing with both of these actually, because both of them trade pretty favourably with that 2-2. So I'm not going to use... What's we got here then? So whenever... So this gets... Enchanted Permanent gets -4/0. You know what? I'm actually okay with that. Yeah, it becomes a 2-3, but... yeah, so... I mean, her ability still activates, which is cool. So, do I go for the Voltaic Brawler or the... I'm going to go for the Voltaic Brawler here, I think, instead of the Titanic Growth now. We could also generate the big old colourless beast artifact as well, which is pretty sweet. So I think I'm going to do that. You could tap it down with the Deadlock Trap, but can only do that for up to 4 turns, I think. We would keep using it up on just the 6/6 though, which is interesting. We do have our Long Tusk Cub, so whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you get energy. You can pay 2 energy to put a +1/+1 counter on it. Pretty cool. Might play that on my end step. Okay, let's just swing with... Yep, I assumed he would tap down the 6/6. So he's going to swing with the Voltanic Brawler. Yes, I will pay 1 energy. Gives it 4, makes it a 4/3. I do like the energy mechanic. It is really cool. I think I'm going to play out both of these though. Okay, so he's going to counter. So he's going to cancel out my creature. Okay, that's fine. I'm just going to play out my second one instead then. Still getting 2 energy. I mean, I don't really care about the mana fixing there. It's more about the... I prefer the Long Tusk Cub. It just get his energy every turn, providing we can connect with my opponent's face. Okay, we do have another Ether Torch Renegade, which is quite nice. I'm going to play you out now. Just because it gets the energy up front. So I go up to 6 energy. So I'm going to swing with the Long Tusk Cub. Okay, he's going to tap down our 6/6 again. So we can generate a second one of those, of course. Yep, we'll swing with both of you. Keep this untapped in case we need it. Yeah, I'll pay the 1 energy. Make it a 4/3. So it gets us up to 7 energy, so we're only a couple away from getting a second beast token. Okay, we've got another Architect of the Untamed. No, not really much point playing that out until we can get another land down, maybe. So let's put a +1/+1 counter on you. So that makes you a... Yeah, we'll swing with all of you. Could pump that out more with more energy if we needed to. We also have the Titanic Growth in case he can remove any of this. Nope, he cannot. So that is Captain Brow down. Awesome. Oops, did it? Ah! I did it. Oh my god, I can't believe I just did that. I will be right back, guys. I'm just going to re-record that. I'm going to have to do that later on, I think. So I'm going to go back and look at the story there, because otherwise we've missed it. So I'll be right back, guys. Okay guys, so I have just re-beaten Captain Burrell, so let's make sure we don't skip over the story this time, would be a good idea. So after narrowly escaping Burrell's trap, the Planeswalkers discover that Pia is actually being held at the Innovators Fair. Incarceration was never part of Tezzeret's plan. He and the Consulate plan to make an example of Pia with a high-profile competition at the closing of the fair. Okay, so at least we've done that this time, got out of the way, so I can round off the episode here. As always guys, don't forget to comment and like if you enjoyed the episode. If you're new to the channel, it's always nice to see you hit subscribe, but apart from that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.